Good evening. I'm here to talk about an article that I found to be extremely disturbing, especially because Minneapolis Public Schools participated in the article. My name is Nekima Levy. I'm a law professor at the University of St. Thomas and a civil rights attorney, but I'm here on behalf of the Black Advocates for Education. An article came out in the Star Tribune on January 25th of 2015, and it was called Bethune-Hiawatha Schools Show Divide in Minneapolis Classrooms. Part of the concern about the article is that it represents a pattern of disrespect that's shown to Black parents and children in the district. Black parents and children are often blamed for the poor outcomes within the district. The district needs to turn a light on itself and recognize that structural inequities are playing a role in these intolerable disparities. When I read that article, the district opened its doors to the Star Tribune, and it's still unclear why. The article was racially charged. The narrative of the article shifts the burden for the problems within the district from structural inequities to the problems of poor Black parents and children, which I find to be unacceptable. Additionally, no waivers were signed, but cameras were brought into the classroom. It was clear that most of the children in the article about Bethune were African American, and they were all painted in a very negative light. The article talked about the kids throwing temper tantrums, violent temper tantrums, that the learning environment was creating problems for teachers. And when you compare that to the article in Hiawatha, it actually made the children seem like angels and like their parents are the #1 reason for the kids' success, not articulating the fact that most of the parents at Hiawatha Community School are affluent in comparison to the kids from Bethune. So we're expecting poor Black parents from Bethune to raise $19,000 like the Parent-Teacher Association at Hiawatha, when most are basically trying to survive and trying to make sure that their kids have a roof over their heads and food to eat, and are sending their children to school when they are able to, and they're not worried about housing instability. So I think the district needs to apologize for its role in the story, because it continues to reinforce negative stereotypes about Black parents and Black children, and it sends the message to the masses that they are at fault for the problems within the district. Now, when you look at how the district allocates resources, it's very clear that it sends its most experienced, most highly qualified teachers to a place like Hiawatha Community School, which accounts in large part for why there are such disparities in terms of testing scores and outcomes for students. So again, I want to see the district apologize. As was talked about earlier, we do need to see more teachers of color. We need to make sure that white teachers in the district are culturally competent, or that they find places outside of the district that maybe are more suitable for what they're looking for. But cultural competency is key. I'm tired of looking at these articles that make it seem as though Black kids are unable to learn, when we know that that is clearly not the case. And when you have Black principals who are qualified, like Lorraine Cruz, we need to keep them and stop being disrespectful to Black parents and children. So I hope that there's a paradigm shift within the district. We've asked for a process. I'm going to wrap up in just a second. But we've asked for a process for the new superintendent that involves the community, because the last 6 superintendents have not had experience as being a superintendent, and we're ready for a change in this district. Yes. Thank you.